Cool. Hey, Vicente, nice to see you.
Hi, Vanessa, long time. How are you?
I'm wonderful. We were just having a chat. We were having a catch up, a bit like a one-to-one, and we touched on something that I said, stop, let's press record. We have to share your light bulb moment, as you called it. So that's what we've done. I've just pressed record so we can share with the world, let's face it, these 4 things that, and a time that you were first in lockdown. So in Venezuela, way back in 2002. And the 4 things that you shared on your LinkedIn post, I thought were absolutely insightful and valuable. So can we have a conversation about that so that we can just make this available to more and more people so they can.
Yes, absolutely, no problem.
So first of all, it's really good to see you. I've missed you.
Me too. Long time, like 3 months or so.
After seeing you every week at BNI, it's been about what, 5 or 6 weeks? No, 7 weeks maybe.
I don't know.
Too long. So tell us, please, about what happened. You just shared with me, I've been in lockdown before, so I've experienced it. What was that? When was that?
It was in 2002 back in Venezuela when people agreed to shut their business against the government, and we shut down everything and we go home basically. We went home back then and shut everything down, and even the supermarket were closed. So having access to the essentials and even food, goods, whatever, was really a nightmare.
Wow.
We stay at home, just went out to march against the government on daily basis and having some work, but basically we were locked down. So it was a really difficult situation. But you carry on at the end and you will be focused on things that you can control.
Yeah.
You can't change the things you can't control. It's impossible. So we couldn't control the government reaction, but we could control our reaction, how we react, how we behave on a daily basis. And that helped us to thrive, to survive and thrive during that crisis in 2002.
It's interesting because I've literally just looked thrive up in my thesaurus. I haven't got a dictionary here. And there's evolve and grow and prosper. But the opposite of thrive is die. And that just really shocked me, because as human beings, if we don't continually evolve, then we do disintegrate. We go backwards. We effectively die off, don't we? So how did you have any warm up to that lockdown, or did it just happen that it was going to happen now? So nobody had a chance to go.
People were speaking to do something and against the government, and the opposition was thinking, okay, let's do something that really impacts the government and really make a noise. Yeah. But was like 1 week, and we didn't. Obviously, we were shutting down the business one step at a time. So, and it was like December, so Christmas and all that stuff was really, really sad. It's like now we are lucky to have a wonderful weather outside, and we had this weather on a daily basis back in Venezuela. But still not having that amount of liberty, and you don't know what you have until you lose it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Yeah.
So back then I remember we shut down everything in 2 weeks, and back then I had 250 people on within the company, and we will keep paying them. It's not like we didn't have any furlough and non-interruption business loan and some guy telling you that we're going to help you with some holidays and pay holidays and whatever. No, we were paying everything because the show must go on back then. So we obviously face another challenge that the people are challenging now, even though I consider this situation really hard because it's a worldwide situation. It's not just exclusive from one country, it's the whole thing.
It's affecting more people, more economies, the planet on a greater scale, isn't it? And interestingly enough, in your post, your LinkedIn post, you shared as you've been in lockdown before, and you were reflecting on being in lockdown now. What was it that you benefited from, and what was it that you wanted to take from that time in lockdown from before? And you came up with 4 things, and one of them, the number one, was to survive. So the
Yeah.
first thing to do is really just focus on survival. What do you need to do to focus on the essentials? And so what would essentials be to you?
I mean, keep preparing yourself, keep planning, and keep believing what is going to happen before, because we are going to be okay. I mean, everything's going to be okay. And if it's not okay, it's just not the end. We will
Yeah.
we will find the end, and we will be okay. I know that it's so easy to say and so hard really to get it done, but you can control your mindset. You can control your attitude, how you face the
Yeah.
things, how you face challenge. And obviously you need to have the right attitude to go through this crisis. It's
Mm.
not a piece of cake at all. uh,
I think survival, when you say concentrate on just surviving, if you like, and the essentials, I think survival mode, which many of us, most of the population, humanity, are in, that survival stressed state that we live in, is very different to focusing on surviving as a human being and recognizing that we have everything that we need within us. I think the two are really different. So rather than focusing on, oh my God, I've got to survive, is the awareness that I have actually everything I need within me and that I will survive. I can hear Gloria Gaynor in my head. But it's like, I will actually survive because I have everything I possibly need within me. And the awareness of that and cultivating that awareness surely is the first, as you quite rightly put on the top of your list of four. That awareness is essential.
but you definitely need to improve your, I mean, both your mindset and your skill set. If you don't have the right mindset,
Yeah.
you get hit for this crisis. If
You,
you don't,
sorry?
you get hit for this crisis.
Yeah.
I mean, you really get hit.
Yeah.
And if you have the right mindset, you will navigate through the crisis in the best way possible.
Exactly, actually thriving and prospering and evolving through it. Now, so that is one of your points, is improve your mindset and your skill set. So as we're forced into a corner by what is going on in our outside world, I liken it to kind of being backed into a corner, then there's nowhere else for you to go apart from, right now, what can I do to help myself? And you said so beautifully at the top of the call is that we have things we can control and things we can't control, and it is so important to remember that if it's out of your control, it's out of your
The virus, you can control the virus.
absolutely. So if you've got this much energy right here and right now, where are you going to spend it? And that is on what I do have control of, and that is the way I think and the way I behave. And it was Viktor Frankl, wasn't it, that said in that fabulous book Man's Search for Meaning, they can take away my freedom, but they, and he was a Holocaust survivor,
Yeah,
take away my freedom, but they cannot take away my ability to think. I'm paraphrasing there, but they cannot take away this one freedom that I have, and that is to choose the way
absolutely.
I feel about something. So improving mindset and skill set. So this is forcing us, isn't it, to be able to focus on mindset. So what are some of the ways that you are improving your mindset, Vicente?
I mean, I try to get up early,
Yeah.
5 a.m. in the morning, meditate for 10, 15 minutes,
Yeah.
then read about something and watch some YouTube videos or TED Talks about motivation and about really how to navigate and go through the day. And I also then get into with the bike on my indoor cycling session for an hour, hour and a half on daily basis.
Yeah.
On the weekends, even though we are like living a whole weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 2-3 hours. Last week I spent like 12 hours on the saddle, just riding for the NHS and yes, collecting some money with Geraint Thomas, who rode 40 hours,
Wow.
and he raised £300,000 for the NHS, which was great. So there were a lot of people joining him on daily basis. I joined him on 10 hours. So it was absolutely fantastic. So I'm just trying to do things that I have, and also get done the things you have been procrastinating forever.
Yes, because we
That book you haven't read it.
yeah.
That wall you haven't paint it.
Yeah, yeah.
That things that you have been procrastinated inside your privacy, inside your home, get it done.
Absolutely, because when we think about what mindset is, the mind is the brain in action. So it really is about the way we think, isn't it? So if we can become aware of what our thought process is, and retrain and rewire the way that we do think about things, so to be able to wake up at a reasonable hour, meditate to calm your over analytical mind, exercise is really great, getting out in nature or cycling or whatever it is that you choose. And I love it when you said that you choose to read positive things, watch positive things on YouTube. It's about feeding your brain and your mind with things about how you do want to think and feel, isn't it? It's consciously making that choice to help yourself.
Of course.
For a healthy mindset.
And obviously, we will have days that are miserable. We feel really bad, because it's okay not to be okay. I know it sounds like a cliche, but it is that way. I mean, it's okay not to be okay. And sometimes you just have to go away from news, go away from the TV, go away from social media, take your break. I mean, grab your mobile, call that friend you haven't called forever, get in touch, and try to, I mean, we have been this 6 weeks, almost 6 weeks, speaking with everyone in the world just about the coronavirus. Speak about something else.
About something else, absolutely. And my mindset has really helped when I talk to people like you, who I love dearly, that I know are on the same page as me. I consciously choose those conversations. I think, do you know what, I feel like a giggle today, so I just dialed my sister yesterday. If I think, oh, I could really do with having an in-depth conversation about how I feel, then I might call my mentor, or whatever it is. But it's actually being aware of feeding your mind, isn't it, with things that are going to support and help you. So, and then skill sets as well. I know many people that are doing things like learning a new language, or actually getting.
I'm done with language.
Oh, you don't, yeah. How many languages do you speak?
Four.
Show off.
I speak Spanish and Italian as the mother tongues, both of them, because my father is Italian. So, and then English and Portuguese.
Well done. No, brilliant. And I know somebody else that found their bike in their garden shed and polished it up and has begun riding again. Like, there's so many things that we could teach ourselves, especially with things. I had somebody else, another girlfriend, was saying she wanted to pick up her violin again, and it's actually adding that variety and that diversity to your life, isn't it? Because it's all been a bit one track.
Yeah.
So your tip, improve mindset and skill set, I love that. And there's many ways that people can do that for themselves.
And we think we have a lot of free time, but I don't think so. We spend all time. I mean, I have spoken with people that they have told me I have been busier than ever.
Yeah, likewise. That's me. Yeah. And that's,
I mean, like spending time with people, Zoom calls, and doing things that I'm not good and I haven't achieved anything. And I always say, you have achieved a lot. I'm pretty sure you have. But it's that mindset that achievement is how much money you have in the bank, and it's not necessarily right.
Absolutely, definitely not. Especially at this time, there's so much more more valuable things to place our attention on: having fun, connecting with loved ones. And that's actually one of your other tips: is take care of yourself and loved ones. And you touched on it, but look after yourself, do the best you can, try new recipes, exercise, get out in nature, look after those that you love. If you think about them, dial them. It's like yesterday when I sent you a message, how you doing, Vicente, is everything all right? So we did, let's hop on a Zoom. It's things like that. That's how we nurture ourselves and our loved ones, and how we look after ourselves and our loved ones.
We are in a such, I mean, busy world, and everyone is busy and everyone is doing something. And if you ask for something, it's always a short notice, so the people are not available, and you have to book something for 2 or 3 weeks in
Yeah.
advance.
Yeah.
Now's the time to take advantage of this
Yeah.
free time to get in touch with people we haven't been in touch forever, and trying to build, because I mean, meeting people is amazing and you know that, but really the ultimate goal is to build trustworthy relationships, those relationships that give you the extra.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect time to do
Yeah.
and show some respect and some, I mean, some appreciate the people, start to really value those people around you.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, if you haven't got your own health first and foremost, and your own sanity, your own peace of mind, relationships are the things that are so important in our lives, and not just people in our lives, but
Yeah.
connection, through liberating conversations where you can hold each other in that space, even without words, and just be with each other. And we can do that online like this. We don't
Yeah.
have to do it in person, even though we're missing that terribly. People like you and I are, for sure. And one of my favorite things, and this is what I will always remember Vicente for, your last tip is
Yeah.
value, help others. And I was so touched when I met you at the end of last year in November at a networking referral meeting, business meeting. And you literally, from the moment I met you, you were, how can I help? Let's do this. This is the best way. And you supported me in a brand new journey for me. And that meant such a lot. And that's what I have become to know you for. And also, as I see other people interact with you online and in person, they value you because you are all about helping others, all about helping others. And even though your business is electrical services,
Yeah.
you have such a distinctive and unique way of working and being in the world. And you know, on your headstone it will say Vicente, he helped others. You know, it's just it, that's one of the things I love about you. So that's your fourth tip. And
Yeah, but keep in mind something. We all are in the same business. You remember, and when I always say that we are in the people business,
yeah,
delivering different services, but at the end we all are in the people business. Our business start and end with people. I mean, our journey is all about people. Delivering different things. I deliver electrical contracting services. Is that okay? You support people.
yeah,
Other people deliver heating and plumbing
yeah,
services. But
yeah,
at the end, our services, our work, our jobs
yeah,
start
yeah.
and end with people. The end is about people.
And
So
in
in
that,
the way you help those people, you help everyone. I mean, I'm not saying everyone because you know we are not Mother Teresa,
yeah, yeah.
unfortunately, I'm afraid. But we can help others.
Absolutely, or doing what you can in that moment. So I have one of my things I do daily is I reach out to at least 3 people that I think I just want to say hello today, whether that's a message or an email, or I do a lot of voice recordings on WhatsApp and Messenger because I think it's personal. Hi, I was just thinking about you. I just thought I'd say hi, how are you? Or I saw this and thought of you. It's such a beautiful way to connect, but also it really is helping somebody else, isn't it, as well as actively saying how can I help you, and thinking what you might be able to offer that would support. So your fourth tip about value and helping
Yeah.
people.
For example, about skill set, I was panic about recording videos. Panic. I don't know why panic, because you know me, I'm not really shy. So I was panic, really panic to record a video, and I start to record videos now.
Yeah,
So
and I
that's something I'm working on at the moment.
absolutely, yeah, good for you. That's another one of your skill set developments for sure. But adding value and helping others, it not only helps them feel better, but it helps you feel so much better. So it can also be another thing to not necessarily distract, but to place your focus on something that will serve you as an individual and then the people that you're helping, rather than allowing yourself to get distracted on the frenzy outside in our outside world. It brings it back into how can I support another human being, and it actually then helps you feel good and the person that you're helping.
Yes.
And just witnessing that as well.
You are,
Powerful.
I mean, that's why we got on right away, because you always are in the same, like in the same wave, trying to help people and how to reach people and how to feel, help them to feel better.
Absolutely, which is really what it's all about, isn't it? Is just seeing other people. One of the things that really excites me and floats my boat and turns me on is just seeing other people happy. I just want to see other people enjoying themselves and happy, relaxed and peaceful. So if there is anything I can ever do myself or contribute to that for them in any way, I mean, that's one of the things I would love to be remembered for, is I helped people feel better about themselves just by knowing them and being in their lives, because that for me was such a big thing when I was a youngster, is I just felt horrible about myself.
Not long ago then.
Huh?
Not long ago.
You're too kind, Vicente. Yeah, but a long, long time ago. I just wanted to feel better about myself. So that's why my last mission was always to help people feel better about themselves in whatever way I could. So I think that's a really great tip to finish on. So we've got 4 tips there. I'll share the link to your brilliant post underneath this video. But it just, we took the bull by the horns, didn't we? And said, let's press record and have a conversation about this.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
No, absolutely my pleasure. Anytime.
Now, any final thoughts on how people can really thrive at a time in lockdown?
No, just keep being positive.
Yeah.
I know that is easier said than done, but keep it positive, and you will find the way to get through this crisis without problem. And I know, but you have a lot of help from outside, a lot. Take advantage of that help. Take advantage of that help and reach people. Reach and get in touch with people.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing this space with me today, my lovely. I really, really appreciate it. And it's really good to see you. It's lovely.
Likewise. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. But we'll catch up again soon, okay?
Yeah. You take care.
All right, my lovely. Bye-bye.
Bye.